Okay, I don't know which video I'm going to upload first, but I spoke in the video I recorded before this one, at least, that I put a orange male in here, an orange platy male. Yeah, this is crazy activity right now. I put an orange platy male in here. He was bullying like, for whatever reason, he didn't want to breed. He just wanted to peck at the females constantly. There was 2 females in particular he just loved pecking at. I was always wondering why they wouldn't breed. And you've been down here for 4 months. You breed crazy in every other tank I have you in, but for whatever reason in this tank you just won't breed. They think they're getting fed right now. This tank is going through quite a transition as well. But if you see that orange platy, he's mainly orange. That's what used to be in this tank before these. They kind of cross-contaminated this a little bit. You'll see a few blues with, you know, orange to them. I'm trying to get it back predominantly blue, kind of like those darker blue giant females. I only started with 4 giant blues, and it literally ended up to this. There's one of them right there, the gigantic blue female right there. And it just ended up to this. This is the most booming platy colony I've ever had. Like, I've had them going pretty good before, but not like this. And it's not even all of them. Some of them are like hiding in the woodwork I put down here. There is the orange guy, it's the far right of the screen. He was just bullying the females. I'm just giving a brief update on this tank like I did the other one. I'm not gonna do the other tank. I'll just do these 2 for today. I think they were called Galaxy Blue Platies, but I just call them speckled blue wags. But that's how you can find them. Galaxy Blue Platies, I think they were called, or Galaxy Platies. I think they're like $4 a piece, $5 a piece, something like that. I only bought 4 or 5 females, and it's what you see now. This mosh pit of just, yeah. I had a lot of die-off as far as plants. Unfortunately, one male beta died. I think it was the heater issue I was having. It was overheating so bad I had to unplug all the heaters. The rooms kept the tank at about 70-something degrees, like I said in another video. It was like 76, 78 degrees, depending on the day, but it usually only dropped to like 76, then go back to 78 for the remainder of the day. And it was like that way for months, every time I checked. And so I just left the heaters unplugged. And eventually, as every year, winter rolled around, there's that orange guy, the little bully. It got cold. And me not thinking, obviously, I didn't think, let me check these tanks, make sure everything is still in. But a few days ago I checked, and some of the tanks were down to 70 degrees. The platies were doing great, but the betas didn't seem to be having too much fun. Most of the betas survived. Only one of them died, unfortunately. I have platies in this tank. I have one Coulee Loach that I thought was dead. I had that Coulee Loach for years. I thought he was dead, but he's still kicking in here. I have 2 zebra loaches. That's why you don't see a single snail. Oh, wait, whoa, buddy. You're still alive. Whoa. Okay, that's a snail right there. These guys aren't doing their job. But I like snails. I got 2 zebra loaches in here. I had 4. But they had like this little mosh pit thing going on. And 2 of them didn't survive. The other 2, they seem to be best friends. They're always upping each other. Corys, of course, I have in here. And 1 Bristlenose Pleco. He's pretty small. It's going to take quite a while for him to grow up. But you never see him. I see his tail right now. He's in that floating log right there. I don't want to disturb him and have him shooting around. So if he decides to land somewhere I can get him before I end the video, I will. But I just haven't really done any videos. Lack of effort, honestly, and energy. Working. Me and my little brother, we honestly just, I guess you can call, rescape the tank. Just to give us a better vantage point. There's a little green haze on the tank. Your eyes aren't bugging. That's actually green algae on the front there. I left it for the Pleco because I felt eventually he would, you know, clean off all this wood, clean off all the plants. So I just wanted to have something, you know. I might clean the top half of the front glass off, but besides that, I keep the sides and the bottom completely, you know, algaed up. You know, all the brown diatom algae, everything. I keep it all on there. So yeah, I have something to suck on. This tank has been running for quite some time, but these blue platies are new. Yeah. I've only had these blue platies in here for maybe 5 months. That's new to me, but usually I keep fish for years, but I've only had these blue platies for like 5 months. And this is what it's become. The first 2 months, it was still the same fish in there. I felt like they were getting used to it. I felt like they were already pregnant when I got a few of them from the store, and boom. Again, I was trying to make some type of cross between the orange, well, the red wags and the blue plags. Blue plags, what is that? Make a cross in between them, see what came about, and maybe separate the ones I wanted to continue breeding. But eventually the blue started taking over. So I had to separate the orange ones, because eventually the red went to orange somehow. They look very much like that small male you see here. I keep getting text messages. So if I stop mid-sentence, that's why. I'm recording off my phone. It's throwing me off. But that little guy is kind of how all the rest of them look. You can look at the other video if you're wondering. Platy are one of my favorite fish, as you all know. I've done numerous videos on them. I love any type of live bearer. I got some least killifish over there. I love guppies. I love all live bearers, but platies are one of my favorite. I used to be a big guppy guy, still am, but platies are definitely starting to grow on me, as you see. Again, thanks to my little brother for helping me rescape the tank. I just wanted to have a lot of hiding spots for the cories and for those zebra loaches. One's right there. As you see, the massacre of snail bodies. The plants that I used to have in here were water wisteria and the plague, duckweed. The plague is still here, but the water wisteria, it died because of me. It was growing so well that it would cover the top in like a week and a half. When I will break it in half and trash the other half, it would cover the entire top, and it would be thick from the top to maybe a third into the tank. It would be very thick, and it would take up so much room that I would have to take out half of it. So the last time I did it, I'm like, I'll take out like 90% of it, 95% of it, and let it grow from the little snub. And it just never recovered from taking that much out. And it eventually just started dying off. It was very sad, because I love that plant. It looked beautiful, bright green. But due to me, I feel like it was due to me taking so much of the plant out and only leaving that little bit. It just couldn't recover. It didn't have enough weight and mass to stay put up top and get blown around a lot. And eventually it croaked. So I replaced it with hornwort and anacharis. I may go back to the water wisteria eventually, so you might see it in some future videos. Again, like with the other tank, I'm going to be doing an update in maybe 2-3 months, maybe sooner if something drastic happens. But until then, it'll be 2-3 months. What's up, buddy? This cat is going crazy for me. The Coulee Loach never shows his face, except when I'm doing water changes. I was hoping the Pleco would come out and land on something so I can get a snippet of him, but he's not. It's a really bad glare from the bottom tank on this rack, so I'm trying to cover it with my hand. As you see, I got green cories in here, skunk cories, I think one Agassizi. He was supposed to go with the Agassizi that was in the other tank, but you know, I just let him stay apart. Skunks, emerald green cories, the Agassizi, and I believe one albino is in here. I was just grabbing cories from, you know, this tank, that tank, this tank. Finna make this tank a shrimp tank. going to make this tank a Coulee Loach tank. So, you know, I kind of just plug and plopped them all in here. They actually, it was an egg fest not too long ago. Bro was here. He was able to see it. You know, it was eggs everywhere. But of course, I just let the tank take its course. I got to wipe this glass next time I do a video because there's water stains on a majority of my tanks. I'm usually the wombat who lets his tanks overfill. And I get these water stains when it dries. So I got to take some paper towel and wet it, give it a nice wipe and dry for the next video at least. But for this video, we'll just have to deal with it. We'll see what it transitions to. I've already seen quite a few blue males, blue females I might want to separate, but I might just let the tank stay as is. And see what comes from it. You know, stop messing with it. Just see what, should I feed them? No, I fed them earlier, but you know what? I'll put like a little sprinkle in for you guys. Back it up. Make sure I don't put my big fat fingers in the camera. Feed one of these. Oh, that's that action. I love this tank when I feed it. Sometimes if I haven't fed it all day, I'm getting off work, it's late, they'll all be at the top and it'll just sound like a giant bowl of Rice Krispies. Just I only dropped 2 algae wafers in. They'll be all over those things in like 2.5 seconds. They just gotta find them, know they're down there, and then they're all over them. But I think this colony at least has gotten to its max, because I haven't seen any small babies anymore. So I'm guessing when they are born, they're eaten very quickly. And, you know, I'm not going to do anything about that because I don't want to have to change water every day. With having a colony this big, I do 2 big water changes a week. Sometimes only 1 if I haven't fed. Well, I'll feed them, but if I haven't fed as often as I do, I'll only change the water 1, give them 1 big change, and that'll be it. With other tanks, it's strictly just once a week. They're usually fine. I haven't been fertilizing this tank because it hasn't really had any real plants until now. And they're all over those things. Of course, the algae spot is just going to block it, but that's this tank. It's going through some transitions. It was so many things. I can't even remember where it started, but I know it was a guppy tank. It was a green lantern tank, and then I ended up throwing off the ratio. I'm always throwing off the male-female ratio somehow, but I ended up throwing that off. Steady getting story credit to buy food or buy more prime or some type of dechlorinator, and eventually the male-female ratio was thrown off so much. Eventually, they all just died off of old age or whatever. When they weren't breeding anymore, they died off, and I would start up with a new live bearer. The Cory cats, at least a few of them are always in this tank. The zebra loaches were a new ad, maybe middle of last year. Got them when they were maybe 2 inches, 1.5 inches. They've grown to what they are now. The Coulee Loach, I've had him for, I want to say 2-3 years now, maybe 4 years. Yeah, maybe 4 years now. It's been quite a few times where I thought he was passed away. Hold on, kitty. I'll get to you in a minute. Going to end this video, this cat is getting stubborn. I've had these platies for about 5 months now. Guppies, they're going to be coming real soon. I'm going to set up maybe a 15-gallon, get those going. But I don't have any guppies anymore besides the one straggler. It seems if I'm not keeping up with the crushed coral in the tanks, they don't do fairly well. But regardless of crushed coral or not, platies always do pretty good for me. And I have hard water, so it's crazy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it doesn't have a certain nutrient, maybe not enough calcium or something. I don't know. I'm not a smart guy. One last look. Like what always, I'll give you like 30 seconds. I might, since I'm going to be recording this tank more, I might just take a razor blade to the front panel, clean it from top to bottom, and go from there. At least from the next video, we'll be able to see these crevices we made with the wood and everything a little bit better. Because it's kind of looking hazy, but it's really not. It's that green and brown algae that's growing on the glass. So I might just take a razor blade to that and clean that off for the next video. All right, give you 30 seconds. Check out the tank, and we'll end it here. Well, this tank before the cat gets to making all this noise again. Alrighty. As you seen while I was giving you a quick little snippet, a molly went by. I used to have mollies. Again, threw off the female-male ratio. Males started overstressing a few females. Females died. And eventually the males died from just not being able to reproduce. Or old age, of course, but not being able to reproduce. They couldn't keep the line moving. So when I say, of course, they died from not being able to reproduce, that's what I mean in future videos. I had to delete some comments back then. They're like, how the fish don't die from not, that's what I meant. Not being able to keep the line going, they eventually died of old age. Having them for so long. I've had her for maybe 2 years? Maybe even longer than that. Honestly. Yeah, I've had her for quite some time. But I'm not going to put any males in here, stress her out. Just let her roam free, blend in with others, and that'll be that. Thanks for watching the video. Again, I know I haven't uploaded in so long, but I'm usually very busy or very lazy. I'm going to make more of an effort to upload more videos. I'm planning on moving into a bigger space. I guess I'm going to start giving the tank names. So as we do more and more updates, it'll be more easier to keep up with the tank. I guess the other tank can be the hybrid Coulee tank, and this will be the, I don't know what the name of this tank. The cave, I guess. That's what we tried to do with the wood. Here it is. Thanks for watching.